pledge love and loyalty to we country Salone. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet Salone.
A critical awakening in Sierra Leone. The unintended lessons of Julius Maada Bio's presidency. When Julius Maada Bio became president in 2018, he promised a new direction, focused on education, justice, unity, and inclusive development. His eloquent speeches inspired hope in a nation hungry for change. However, as his presidency has unfolded, a different story has emerged, marked not by fulfilled promises, but by deepening economic hardship, growing insecurity, and widespread public disillusionment. One of the most alarming developments under Bio's leadership is the rise of Sierra Leone as a hub for drug trafficking, particularly the spread of Kush, a dangerous synthetic drug. This substance is destroying lives, especially among the youth, and has overwhelmed families and communities. Allegations of official complicity and ineffective law enforcement have led many to describe Sierra Leone as evolving into a narco state, where criminal networks thrive alongside weakened state institutions. Economically, Sierra Leone is trapped in stagflation, a combination of high inflation and low economic growth. Prices for essentials such as food, fuel, and transportation have soared, while wages remain stagnant and youth unemployment continues to climb. The government's reliance on donor funding and external loans has not translated into local economic empowerment or job creation. Many citizens are now forced to make painful choices just to survive, eroding trust in state leadership and exposing the limits of government policies. Public services have also deteriorated. The much publicized free quality education program suffers from overcrowded classrooms, unpaid teachers, and inadequate resources. The gap between the government's promises and the lived reality of the population has grown ever wider. Despite this grim outlook, a new form of awareness is emerging. Across the country, especially among the youth and professionals, there is a growing sense of political consciousness and civic engagement. Citizens are becoming more vocal, organizing protests and demanding accountability from leaders. The protests in 2022, though marred by violence, reflected a collective demand for dignity, justice, and meaningful governance. In this context, President Bio's greatest legacy may be the unintended political awakening of the people. His administration's failures have taught Sierra Leoneans to think critically about leadership and governance. They are learning that true development must be people-driven and grounded in action, not rhetoric. This rising consciousness may yet become the foundation for a more accountable and citizen-led future for Sierra Leone.
Yes, Fambul Una. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good day, wherever una day. Afumami na piari sekenu. Bonde siagele. Aua kauyena. We sorry Monday will not be able to come online because a lot of things they happen. And all of it is towards helping to build a better Sierra Leone. Even though some people they think say what you they talk, now waste them, now nonsense. But we shall do what we have to do, and with time, Sierra Leone will become what she has to become. And I want to make this message clear today. There is a divine transformation taking place. I know they say let anybody believe, I know they say let anybody deny. But anybody who thinks there for be an obstacle to change in Sierra Leone, with time, he will get for see and understand, say, there are powers above that control things. God, or whatever name you call him, not ready for assist Sierra Leone for make a change. They take off. So We all, let we rise to the occasion. Let we rise with the awareness, say, nobody no able make Sierra Leone pass we. Nobody no able change Sierra Leone pass we. Anybody will believe, say, now by dividing the people, it will continue for prosper. From now on, you will put a big curse on your head and that of generations yet unborn. Because, as I say in my last talk on Friday, because Monday will not be able to come online, we get this ECOWAS case, so they work on, thank God, it's in there now, and nobody can stop it. Without want to believe, without want to left. We know they wait for go na bush, for take a gun, for campfire, po. Would they follow processes we will not say go bring sustainable change. The reason why we are following this path is not about who is in power, who is not in power. It's about how we bring sanity. One, how we bring sanctity. Two, how we bring ethical standards and respect for morality in a society where it's difficult now for describe. Sierra Leone as it is a difficult place to describe. And all of what's in the happen in Sierra Leone, it's high time we sit down and ask ourselves certain questions. Especially we think say we're educated. The first question we need to ask ourselves, what have we come to pass here on earth for? That's now a very important question we need to ask ourselves, every Sierra Leonean. Waiting are the reason we make we come pass now this world. Because if you come pass now, you're not able to do anything to assist the world for be a better place. If you come pass now, you don't spend all your time, you don't yagba, you don't make money, you don't be lost, or whatever you want to do. At the end of the day, when you die, all now they come to zero. Ask yourself, what are the reason will make you come pass now? The second question we'll get for ask ourselves in Sierra Leone is, why is it that all other places, with all the challenges what the world gets, then they make progress? Now we for the run go to other people country, for go find solace, for go find job, for go find colat. Other people in the Canada country with nothing in a short space of time, they don't get wealth. Plenty examples they're not Sierra for see. People away 3, 4, 5 years ago, they were nobodies when they came to Sierra Leone. Today they are displaying wealth. But we will get we country, all tempers we run go now other man country. We prefer for the America, with the England, with the Europe, with the talk out things bad in Sierra Leone, than we sit down and ask simple questions. What is it that we are not doing to make Sierra Leone a better place? These are the simple questions they would fail for ask ourselves. And now because of them simple questions here, make things not a work in our country. You see, in the last talk show, I've been trying for come up with a psychological concept where they say, person don't give up. I will use put answer in simple Creole. When you don't give up in life, You see, say it on so, nothing or they turn so, nothing or they for do. You don't give up. So even for make effort by asking necessary questions or by thinking of simple steps for change your situation, a lot of people not able to do that. This not the stage where country don't reach. And people and they we understanding things here. People and they we no say this now a problem. But none of them will stand up to say, why is it so? What can we do to change this situation? Nobody not dey tell anybody for go take gun or cutlass or go fight. What you simply they say is, what can we all sit down and ask ourselves that will bring us to the steps then will for begin change with country? Instead of we do that, we shape ourselves into cabals, into clans, into cliques. Then all my I want for be flag bearer. Now some of them they all over the world they call people. Me, yeah, then nobody not call me. Then nobody not call me. I not mix by hypocrisy. If we cannot sit down and ask what can we do for Sierra Leone, if you think you can only do for Sierra Leone when you have been elected, don't come to me. Don't ask me for any advice. Don't. Be not mixed by hypocrisy. Be not to nobody is sycophant. If we're ready for make Sierra Leone, we able make them. If we wish for make Sierra Leone, we able do them. Not supposed to begin divide ourselves into groups and clubs, make hypocrisy, play on the hand game, because everybody wants an ego for day before. Mister, your video is dark. Okay. If anybody feels they get the capacity for make Sierra Leone, rather than you come to Boy Jalo, they ask them for support you. Go call that scattered group first, now unite to yourself. If you can unite a small group, then you are able to unite a country. If anybody feels they get the capacity for make Sierra Leone, Team Up asks Julius Madabio, say, why is it that you are doing what you are doing in Sierra Leone? Then I know say you get the capacity for lead Sierra Leone. But if not that, don't come to me, please. I don't need you. If you be president tomorrow, say no can my country. I know the goodie. But before I go forward, I welcome me, course. Welcome, sir. You meet the next now because right from now on, Barantau.
No, Daddy, you deserve to be angry because whose good news we don't get for the last 5 years, the last 10 years, the last 20 years. You get a country where not they go before, now behind they go. Where people in the pedal for go before, who the pedal for go behind, you know? Then just the backpedal the country, it progress. Then the backpedal the people them chances for survival. Then the backpedal the people and prospects for improve the daily activities of living. It's just bad all around. It's just bad. So what is there to celebrate? You know, so if you are angry,
In first time now they see na Sierra Leone, so we say Africa is in Chito.
yeah. But before they say anymore problem, I want to say in a cabo plenty kushe. Now they say I want to hear we share. For my menu second no sukuri no.
Then when they try for correct the situation, people and they can't say waiting.
My brother, if not abuse, we the surrender to. That means to say we are not devoted and committed to the purpose in which we set this platform for.
Action, and it's going to be action from now on.
Precisely.
Precisely.
What you make it in the echo?
The Constitution of Sierra Leone give every Sierra Leonean the right for take action. And it's what we are using.
Waiting.
The Human Rights Declaration of 1949 give every Sierra Leonean the right for take action. And that's what we are doing now. And what we don't start so, not to yonder I get for end, we get for go before. So anybody who thinks say, now Abbas gather with they can't dance, go practice the dance where you know see. Because now they dance. Go ahead.
You know, with all seriousness, what did happen at the echo?
No, it go to me. You
Now from inside the echo.
Maybe your browser gets the program they run. Check your browser. Maybe redemption is running on your browser. Are you
close?
Okay. It's still the echo?
Hello?
Yeah, you know the
yeah. That's a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Right. You know, when you look at Sierra Leone in entirety, we not see the smart one in the participate. We not see the wise one in the participate. All the young one they will see na bad seed. The old one they will participate na bad seed. And they make this clear to Sierra Leoneans. If we serious, we need new people. We need new thinking, new mentality,
new beliefs,
and new belief. We get for change with perception. We get for change the way we look at things. We don't do the same thing over and over. We get it wrong. The only thing we're gonna make we continue for do the same thing now either ignorance or stupidity.
Or maybe willfulness.
Or laziness as well is another one. Because, you know, we got very intelligent Sierra Leoneans. Where are they?
They're not mix politics, but the politics where you don't mix, but look at the country. You able go sit down there.
Well, the thing is, you know, mix from politics. The water where you drink. Them foolish people there and they decide which kind of water. You know, see a typhoid would they get because I don't see water and they give it for drink. When you put people that were not smart, man were not smart, now they can't thief himself. Because person were smart, you know the thief himself. What you get, you know the thief again. Now you own.
But they develop a lot man benefits.
Exactly. It's a win-win situation. You know, we get people them when they say this, but the reality is we roof them on fire. There is no two ways about it. Now we get for say to we say something is wrong. We get for come together in solidarity. We do an inquiry for know how we go correct. We already know. Because we know that the wrong people in the politics. We have to replace them. If we need young people, we don't need young people and we're corrupt. We need young people and we're sober, we're astute, and we're decent in their disposition. Because I can tell people we need wise people we get the old people If you get any society where you don't get young people and we're sober, now young person the old. If the young people are full, we're not going to end up with full old pardon. Because full man serve the old. Full man they remain small full man all his life.
No.
Full man they grow from being baby full man,
If
adolescent.
you don't hold 1 minute or 1 hour.
Yes. So the full man will begin as a baby. He go to toddler, full toddler. He go to teenager, full teenager. He go to being youth, full youth. And at that full youth, they go turn full adult and turn to full retiree. So full man serve the old. So when people can just come out, hey, we can't pull the old people up. We can't pull the old people up. We see the young people and when they walk side by side with their old people there. When you look at them, they are just the version of the old people. Them the same thing. They grow up for being full again.
They all you thought. Thought, not forget what you want to say.
Okay.
This issue about young people coming in the forefront. No?
Daddy, I get delivery. I just take and quick.
Okay.
1 second.
This issue about young people coming in the forefront. Now, a deliberate ploy. It's a deliberate ploy by the corrupt elites. They come out there and give a message to the public, say, hey, we need young people for coming at the forefront now. Yes, we need young people because the young people now then get the energy for do the work. We need young people because young people now they're able for circulate, go around, do what we need for do. But the point at issue is, these young people have to be guided. Who guides these young people? Is it the honest old people or the corrupt old people? Now the question this will not ever ask. The old generation of elites, we don't destroy Sierra Leone. We don't hold the country to ransom. Now then they recruit a few young people then brainwash them with corrupt mentality, then push them. Yeah, we need young people. Sierra Leoneans, now I always say, we need for wake up. We need for wake up. We need young people. Me not able to go sit down at any public office again. That's how they took them. I know they do it, they do so because I want to be seen as somebody who wants to run for president. I'm past that. The best I can do for Sierra Leone today, going forward, now for be an advisor. And who do I advise? Young people, not old people. And they are get for advice. And whose advice I get for give them? How for behave ethical, how for respect standards, how for respect norms and values and things that will go make with society go before. Those corrupt elites, we don't mislead we country. What's in the young advisory then they give young people over? Yourself we come, not forget yourself, not forget you back, this, that, all the corrupt advice is what they give them. So what do they see? Will they see the young people involved with them ending up being more messed up than the old people who they think about? The danger about corrupting young people is that when the young people get corrupted, then they become so much extravagant, then they become so much affluent oriented that then they take any kind of money or make them show off because then get that energy for show off. This is exactly what is happening in Sierra Leone. For some of we don't go through Sierra Leone from the 1960s to now. First them, then at the office, you dey share with you one trusses, Alter again shot. Some man say the scholar na
Sorry, Daddy.
no problems. Now they tell the party
Can you hear me
all
now?
with you clearly. They tell the party all now they begin see he begin display something. He don't get also when they finish, he get a whole Vauxhall or whatever motoka where they try for you stay die. Today, the young people will steal money to buy a watch that is cost $100,000. Then they steal money for buy motocar they cost $150,000. This is how. Then they tell we say now the young them for them before because then they corrupt them before they put them before. Now this Sierra Leoneans therefore begin think and watch. We need young people, but not those young people selected and corrupted by this old bundle of elite idiots.
Exactly.
But,
You are so right. Because this is the crusade. And if we get a democratic society, we not for encourage ageism neither, because that is a kind of prejudice. You know, they pick somebody because he's young. You know, they pick person because he's old. You know, they pick person because he's fine. You know, they pick him because he wawa. You they pick person because he get the ability, he get the ableness, he get the knowledge base, he get the propensity, he get the potential, he get the aptitude. If the person not get any of those,
and moral.
Exactly.
For doing right.
Exactly. You see? So, it no matter if the person old, the person young, the person male or female, God made us for be like that. He make us in all these persuasions. So, all those persuasions should be represented. That is democracy. We not begin to pick and choose the democracy when we forget. Democracy, it for exists in plurality. It for exists in consultation. It for exists in diversity. We have a diverse society, and part of the diverse society, now the different ages, you get baby there. I make you not vote until legally until you 18. When you 18, then you brain don't form. You for able to think like a sober person, like a normal person. Pass if you get mental challenges where those people are in our society. But that does not exclude them.
Yeah, we don't change will now. No, we're now 16 years now in the vote.
Well, the brother picking and they grow very fast now, and then society, the level of information we then get.
Where they allow 16 years for vote. The society is so democratized that even in the school system, do you know the children's council, well, like how they say prefect, school prefect, the children's council, for each class, the head, they sit in every staff meeting.
That is for make the children and get a say in how they make them policy.
Yeah. The prefects in each class, they write a report about every teacher. That's what democracy is.
That is democracy.
Politics.
That is democracy at its best.
Yes.
Because the person with the owner service user, he can forget to say. Why do you think now a huge number of people they use the internet for do the shopping? If you look at all the websites, then they give you, then they give you back because if they have, then they have money attracting review. So if we get a system where they serve we, but what you will think, what you will not think now, they're not interested in participation. They're not interested in we reviews about the system what they provide, then that society is not democratic. Because right now, as we do so, we get a group of people them where the benefits from them all criminals. Then they groom them for be the new criminals them where they take part from the criminality and the criminal enterprise where they run right now. So you find out for say where me, you, and other progressive Sierra Leoneans, them way liberal, they talk about how we go clean up the system, how we go open up the space for other people and for can take part. Then he gets offended. Then he gets very angry because it is not in their interest for us to talk about this. They don't want competition. So they want to continue with the status quo. So by us saying the things and what would they say, then he gets very, very unhappy, very desperately vexatious, where they go come, they attack, they curse, they make negative statements. If you're not a public person or you related to a public person, it is in your interest then that you listen and go back and tell this person, say, bruh, the thing that what we do, people are not happy. If we go like this, the mondo they get from the condo, it look like say we have to make some changes. That is the wise thing to do. But no, when they can force people there for make una go how they call ourselves force you for keep quiet, shut you down. That is not democracy. That is not even with native way of running or running any institution now we traditional environment. Because the people that we know, when we grow up with, when they in a meeting, whenever they meet, they meet difficulty, then they say time out, no go engage. That is consultation. Then they go engage, then come, then continue for dialogue until they get a resolution, until they get a consensus, until they get an agreement. For rule a just environment, now an environment where they run by agreement. Everybody get forget a stake. Everybody get for believe say the system they work in me interest. But how many Sierra Leoneans feel that way, me brother? How many of us feel?
In the first place, we have a sickness, a psychological sickness in us, and we can always try for point blame at others. We always want to play victim. But when things are going wrong, they don't come out to say it like me and you do. All man is sealing lip. But they're ready for this do so. Now we all do them. Whether you talk or you keep quiet or you take part or you not take part or, as long as we they allow a few people for mislead we country and destiny, we are all culpable.
Yeah, we agree.
We are all culpable. If you're not actively culpable, you're passively culpable.
You know which?
Oh, this country, man, for run car overseas. Yes, they run car overseas. Some of we will be needed and drive we willfully. Running has not helped us. They go worse. So we all culpable. People.
Yeah.
Till we all stand up unitedly and say, this is what we want. This is how we want Sierra Leone to be, which is our right. Sierra Leone will always continue to be as it is. So now left for the gay excuse. Sierra Leoneans should stop being victims and start thinking victors. Go ahead, sir.
You know, we contribute to them. I want to tell you, thank you. You see, when we all contribute, they open the conversation. Some of the brothers, they talk about elite. When you talk about elite, you encourage supremacy. When we get a society where they thrive for the good of all, worse than like those for be obsolete, they not for exist. Because whether you're not Karanke, you're not Taylor, you get 6 degrees, you're not doctor, we are all Sierra Leoneans, we are equal. Nobody is an elite. Everybody is a Sierra Leonean. No Sierra Leonean, no they will get 2 passports. No Sierra Leonean, no they will sleep on 2 beds at one time. No Sierra Leonean, no they were invincible. Human being, we all get the characteristic of living organisms. We they breathe, we they excrete, we get blood, we they reproduce, we get locomotion, we they move. There is nothing whether they do what we not sabi for do. But we all get different skills. And every skill should be respected.
You know they see blood or paddy.
You know, cut it. If you cut and blood not come out, you desperately anemic. You for the hospital. You know, these are the things we get for change with mindset. The system corrupt. It is. What you make the system? Now organs. Who are the organs? Now me and you. The carpenter, the tailor, the shoemaker, the teacher, the headmaster, the counselor, pa mami, pa komrabai, pa kaprufenti, kaprusoya, pa di kali, pa Brahma, pa Mamodu, Pese, Munda, Soji, we are. All these people come together, we create a system. In other words, they call them society. In another words, they call them community. And why they call them community? Why they call them society? Why they call them a country? Now, because we all gather, not working separately, we are working together.
Exactly.
A surgeon specialist will not be able to practice if there is no blacksmith when he makes the knife for cut. Because if there is no knife, he cannot work. If he not gets the bed for lady patients there, when a carpenter he make them, he not going to function. We have to change our perception because we get this colonial mentality where somebody land book na elite. When somebody get 2-3 degrees na elite. When somebody go make an elite na lucky. We live in a society, and a society, an environment where we all do. We get to create the ambience. Because, Pajala, you can talk about spirituality. Because mortal man, we get the physical part, we get the spiritual part. If we really serious, we have to start taking the elite. The intellectual class. Everybody is an intellectual. What is an intellect? Or who is an intellectual? Now, possibly they think. We all think. What is in a Christmas? All man they think. All man they brain. Intellect. Now, yeah. If he did it, you know you are not intellectual. So a carpenter not intellectual, now lie. Now intellectual. Man when they claim banga tree. Not everybody they claim banga tree. Not everybody sabi harvest banga. Not all man sabi make pot. That fine per mine where they come on at the north. Not all man sabi make am. How many Sierra Leoneans sabi make parboiled rice? How many Sierra Leoneans sabi plant rice?
Me.
You see, these are the things we have to look at. Now, all them things they are put together and I make we a whole. We always they focus
some very interesting
people. We they focus on people that we get Western education. Now in the elite, no.
Imran. We they get very interesting discussions and insights now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I very much appreciate the way we try for look at this elite situation.
Mm-hmm.
You see, what we have in Sierra Leone, the people calling themselves elites. You therefore try ask, who are these people?
Mm. Mm.
Who are these people calling themselves the elites? Because as you rightly say, everybody they think. Everybody now Homo sapien. So everybody can be an intellectual at certain level.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Intellectualism is not only defined by Western education.
Well, God bless
Them,
you.
where they learn Arabic, then they do accounting. We not go any of this, but they nothing they know in their own cultural science.
Mm-hmm.
They have a cultural science that they have left because of we idiocy.
Mm-hmm.
We can't come with man science.
Mm-hmm.
Then we leave the whole get. Nature has the cure for everything that we have. Every challenge that we have is in nature. The answer is in nature. When people enforce them, they people live medicine when they work. 30 day. That bangba, that I call them, peer leaf. Then thing and the other them they use. They are more effective than most of these chemicals that we take.
Of course.
So when we talk about intellectual, we therefore begin redefine. This is why I said at the beginning, we therefore begin look at different beliefs now. We have been brainwashed to believe in one thing. There is a lot of auto-suggestion where they work in our minds. Now I make quick for say, people then they suffer from illiteracy. Now we will go to school, now we not the illiterates. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So when we ask about elites, let us ask, who are these elites? Maybe it may be good for us to maintain the word elite. You know why? You know why we maintain the word elite?
Mm-hmm.
The corrupt class, the egoistic class. The corrupt and egoistic class, and then they call themselves. And then they call themselves chosen few. You understand?
I'm glad the way you say this word here. Now we go to the home. The average Sierra Leonean home. You clearly see elitism in the house. Papa get a span, get soup. We then cook. The creature within a papa, a pan. Is second to none. Yes. He's the elder. Yes. Now in the resource powerhouse. Yes. But there are children growing. There are children growing in that environment. The pikin and where they grow, they need more nourishment. How una go kill one rainfall at the family, una get 4 pikin them. The papa get the 2 breasts, he get the 2 legs, and the thighs. The fall done. Especially African fall. When you pull the leg, you pull the thigh, you pull the 2 breasts, the fall done. And then a papa is supan. Then the mama back pull the parts them way more juicy, second in level to waiting papa get. Then the pikin and then get the wings, the fall foot, the fall neck, the fall waist. And at that time, now the pikin need more nutrients for growth. And the more where the pikin eats, and the more the brain they develop.
You
So
see,
when they picking and use for them and kind environments, then they no wonder would they talk about this word elite. And that the same thing they happen when you go outside the house. Because I can always tell people and say the house na internal affairs. If your internal affairs bad, your external affairs they bad. Because it is exactly a reflection of your home. Now in the external they give out. Like somebody were wise, they once tell me, he say, God not to a fool where he make we all come up from family. He say you family now a cross section of the population. He said I make every family then get their own chief man, then get their own line man, then get their own kungusa, then get their own get stand person. Anybody when not able to deal with his family unit.
I would deal with nobody.
You're not able to deal with people outside. So if you then are a society where the most senior person and they eat all the nice parts that they meet. So no wonder when we go outside, everybody want to get that status position so now I go get more share. And in a civilized society, waiting a land, they always they make rules like affirmative actions, quota systems, for make them go able to help those that are weaker. A civilized country, you didn't know not how they treat the elite, not how they treat the rich, not how they treat those that are successful. Now the way where they treat the people them, we're vulnerable. Like for instance, in Sierra Leone, when they catch chief man, and they come me brother, when they catch chief man, we go pick people or rich, then they beat and tear, they hang them. Some of them, then they shove
light plastic panel.
Yes.
You don't see that image, that
This
video.
man, where thief that thief they hungry. The thief where the thief, you know they affect the whole society. Una they beat them mercilessly. But the people then, where the thief una picking the future. Where the thief una healthcare. The thief una education system. The thief the money we for go on good roads una water supply. Una they left them go scotch free.
Then they clap for them, dance.
Una they admire them. And if you ask them question, the very man where them beat because the thief go ever, now they can cost you mama back. Why? Because you see, I tell a lot of people, it's very easy for pointing up an other person. I make Creoman say before you make she up on somebody else, look yourself good and proper. When we read that song, bindim ya ina nyamube, that will say you brother na you brother, even if you were war na you brother. We say na them in there, but make this disclaimer. It may have been a Mede artist that sang that song. But what in that Mede man they sing there? What in that Mede man sing for that song there? The lyrics, it in every tribe. Because what if the man chief? According to the other team, the man is not chief. Now them brother, now because they hate them. Now because they try to put her down. The man, he take the money for can't help we. Now good man, he can't be buried, he can't give me money. So you don't care if the money not chief money, once he can't tell you bury enough. But while the man they say that, the man and the other thief. Why? Because the Timmy man of the community. They go holla thief until Mr. Bandy thief. When Mr. Bandy thief, all of a sudden the Timmy man defend them brother again. No. Then the holla thief for Mr. Bandy. While the men they busy, they make justification for Mr. Bandy thief. You see, so the man will sing the song because we society also tribalize. We only use the tribal connotation, forgetting the fact, say, what in a man sing, Timmy man they draw, Mene man they draw, Creole man they draw. All man they do. Because everybody they protect in your own community, they protect in your own clan, they protect in your own society. If we get a society, we're supposed to be a country for we all for agree on what we call norms. And I did talk to you yesterday. I say a lot of people don't know say when they say person civilized. Not to the book where you learn, not to the Western exposure where you get. Civilized simply means say you're not person where they conform to societal norms. That's what it means. Let anybody go check them.
And expect them.
Anybody where they go against societal norms, is primitive, is barbaric, is munku, because you're not able to work with other people. So not working with other people, not able to work with other people, now acts of uncivilized behavior. Where you the charm, a societal norm say if you lock you mouth where the two, you know the charm. That is not civilized. When you charm like that, it is against the societal norms. So you're not civilized. When you charm, if you lock your mouth, if you take your hand, you duck inside your nose, where you get cocaine. Cocaine and it cause meningitis if you go to your brain. So if you duck your hand at your nose, you dey pull bogey, that's not civilized. Because they tell you for say, now all the civilized societies in the world, not they duck your hand at your nose. If you duck your hand at your nose, go wash your hand. These are rules. Even the most primitive society, they get rules. Now, when you not follow their rules, then it not make you civilized. If we get a society where they put you in a position for control the country, it pass. They say thief. Now, when you take something will not belong to you. That is the definition. It no matter whether na 1 you take, whether na 10 you take, whether na 15, because Sierra Leone are the only place where person thief, and na 1 no more you take, and not take plenty. And the person when na thief man, now the one will thief 10 million. It no matter whether na 10 million, whether na 1 million, whether na 10 cents, whether na 5 cents. Chief na chief, where you take what you know, not to you. Because these are the arguments people in the brinker, me brother. After all, Mr. Jallo, you know, we take better. Now, they just one drop and span rest he take. Because I'm my brother. And they try for justify any excuse. But Mr. Vandy, it is 20 bags. Hey, you not going to compare the two. Vandy na 20 bags it is. Because this is what is happening in Sierra Leone. People are busy, they make some stupid comparative analysis between APC and SLPP. Bad na bad. APC kill 1 person, SLPP kill 10 person, na killing, wrong. APC chief, SLPP chief, na chief. It no matter if na small chief, na big chief, na chief. So I feel to say it is very important as Sierra Leoneans, we all come together, we review the norms of the society. We get one that where we all agree, and we all agree for follow them stringently, follow them like a fine tooth comb. I don't know how you see that, Spajalo.
See, from what you guys sense, you never read and called National Conference. How do you think snowing in an institution? I don't see them British law the whole life outside. We cultural norms and values for establish ethical and moral standards. You don't ever need a call meeting practice. They go call meeting for go discuss about politics. Wait, one rule of criminals and back the Hello, World Conference of National Unity. Unity for what? Unity for what?
Unity without justice.
Una the whole conference of national unity, but una not dey think about the ethical standards of society. Una not dey think about the norms with society.
Mm-hmm.
Una not dey think about the values with society. We don't have any value in society in Sierra Leone that everything Sierra Leonean is either a disgrace or a foreign adopted value. How do we expect our society to move forward? I don't tell you this not say, yeah, the beginning and get representative. And I don't tell you back though, and even at one other point, we did in public meeting, what they say, yeah, whether they rank people in terms of social protection, whether they put more emphasis from begin, they can't live women to pets, but they can't man. What you so?
Mm-hmm.
Then the other thing that I found very interesting in this society, where they tell you say they wish for make the society remain sane, ethically sane. You know, say how they're not the shape in them, like the one they were deformed, this specials, one they were normal, this specials. They all this class. That's why in this continent, they get more than one teacher in the class. You get the main teacher, then you get special needs teacher. The kid that we get small learning, then they train somebody and they take care within the class.
Then they get
Why
teaching
the-
assistants.
Yes. Why the main teacher they teach the subject and the assistants. If you count to begin here, because they no say he not sabi the language, but if you don't work class 2, 3, then they put on at the class where the last day, then they find somebody to talk English. We understand. So if they do within the classroom, and the language, why did they do it? So that there will be socialization, there will be an ease of learning the norms and values
Mm-hmm.
in Sierra Leone. They create private schools, then public schools for the general masses. And the public schools don't have any equipment. They're not a pay the teacher, they go to post. Then they expect land. Then you get people in Sierra who have been go through an educational system where even at university, they had a bed to sleep. They ate 3 meals a day. They had pocket allowances. They had their books paid for. And those people are in Sierra Leone keeping quiet.
I'm glad the way you say that, please.
Highest level of hypocrisy in the education class. Why I went to university in Sierra Leone? I been get paid for sleep. Get paid for sleep. I'll be dinner. When I final year, they want me dinner. I mean, they eat 3 meals a day. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Then I go dinner because I get to sit on the study all night and get me back. It's arrangement with it to them. They give them something and they pan out. They don't expensive. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Our books were paid for. After the period, all the schools we get equipped laboratories. Even to the school I go teaching practice your neighbor. We get equipped laboratory, chemistry, physics, biology.
Yeah. Agriculture.
agriculture.
Mhm.
For school, they get musical instruments.
Yep.
Now, they talk about quality education. What quality education? One, beginning teachers, they are that they are not examples of education. Two, there is no equipment in the school. Even inside for freedom, the beginning. Then you get people who say, they claim say they're educated, and they steal their mouths. Then you say, to hell, elite schools. Yeah, how define the word? The elites them massive, and the thieves they waste up. Anybody who will say, in our elite in Sierra Leone, you are part of the giving process. Because you know the working interest.
Bajalo, you see, when I go university, start postgraduate diploma, go into postgraduate studies, all what you need to talk about na that level, na critical thinking. Now for think without bias, prejudice. Look at things based on, take self out. Well now, my landed brother Naya say something where, because the pattern of working now are the look the people them we they participate with we. Because it's very important. Mr. Sam by Sam analysis, he say social norms in Sierra Leone is an illusion.
It's quite correct.
No, it's not correct. I will tell you why. We got social norms. Not so the social norms then form say we not apply there. The social norms is the same thing with the constitution. The constitution, they are norms. They are guidelines. Do we follow them? We don't. But every individual, go to section 13 of we constitution, is say we get a duty of care to that constitution, every one of us. And if you within a Norway, you know say that is the modus operandi. Everybody in a Norway gets neighborhood watch tendency. Everybody they watch waiting they happen. If it is wrong, then they call the police. Because if you not hold that person accountable, you see, let me tell you something about life. When somebody do something today, you get away with them. If you don't do nothing, guess what? Now you the next now the queue. And the thing way bad about the queue where you did, whenever you did not queue, you don't know if now you have first or now you did last. At any time, you're going to be silent to that thing the way the person do. So you know they encourage that precedence. You just stop and they. You see, we get certain beliefs that we're not correct. We have to change them. Not that I disrespect what you mean, honorable, most honorable, because that is why we are here. For now, talk about these issues. Every Sierra Leonean they talk for change the constitution, but most Sierra Leonean they don't know for say the constitution not change the problem. The problem is we don't use the constitution, and the constitution is higher. We all it say the responsibility of citizens. Now it is our responsibility, my brother. They are put them up. I beg, it's very important. It is our responsibility for let we make sure say the ideals then within that constitution they happen. A wise man, what they call Einstein, what did he say? He said, not so evil people and get for well the world. He said, now the good men and women, when they team up, they watch the evil people and they do this evil and do nothing. And Sierra Leone, we got too many good men and women, what you know, they say, not to me business, pull you much today, not put you much today, make like you not see, create man and get parable. He said, they say, look and pull your eye. Look and pull your eye. Now that we don't say we country don't deteriorate the way it is so. If we really serious, let we not lie and we say. Social norms, they exist. Then we know they use them. And the one that where they flout them, we know they take with responsibility for all them accountable. Even with native law, Usaimi Komot, Cambia, Magbema Chiefdom, they get what in call Kasi. Anybody use profanity in a public. That is the law where allow any citizen for act on the chief behalf. Forgive the person Kasi. That is resist the person behavior, report them to the chief. Then they find the person. So if people are break the law, people are not there for report the abuse. But now then country when they rape people are not they come forward. Then begin to do program and for encourage women and for come forward. Because if you don't come forward, they will not catch them. And if they not catch them, they continue. So we have to take responsibility. Now all of us, every one of us are guilty, either directly or indirectly.
This thing about the Constitution. People say the Constitution are not.
No.
But how many of us really know the content? Like the time when they elect Speaker Abbas, that was a constitutional infringement.
Breach.
Because the Constitution section 108 is clear. Any vote will require 2/3 majority. It will be of members of parliament, not those present in well. The same rule I they use, they pull the Auditor General and they deputy one of them. Is it the fault of the Constitution or the fault of the people?
And the fault of the people.
Saying nothing when those infringements happen.
Opposition.
Is it the fault of the Constitution or the fault of the members of parliament who participate in such deliberate acts of misuse and abuse of the Constitution without saying a word?
That did we put this Tiwa asking for put. Let people hear.
Section 108, start read them, let people see. When I say 2/3 majority, not of members present in the well, it's of members of parliament, all of them. All of them. And that has been abused several times.
Yep.
People are stop, then keep quiet.
So not only the Constitution get problem. Waiting at the problem now the fact say we know they enact the Constitution.
Look, subject to this, to the provisions of this section, Parliament may alter this Constitution. A bill for an act of Parliament under this section shall not pass Parliament unless, before the first reading of the bill in Parliament, the text of the bill is published in at least 2 issues of the Gazette. Is there not a one right now? Right? Look at B. The bill is supposed in the second and third reading by the vote of not less than 2/3 of members of parliament.
That are entrenched clause. Now bill with it, now entrenched, yes.
It is an entrenched clause. And look at all the other entrenched clauses in the Constitution. You see?
Even the expunge, will they expunge?
Because
the
of the
penalty.
You see all this what they mentioned, so these are all entrenched clauses in the Constitution. Chapter 3 is an entrenched clause. And under chapter 3, now there you get a listing up in the all. Are you seeing it?
Yep.
Under chapter 3, that they get provision for land issue, that they get provisions for citizenship. All them sections are wasting attention. You know what this mean? If you get for change any one of them, why? You know they only go to parliament with your bill, you get 2/3 majority. After that, you get for do an election.
Referendum.
Around
Referendum, yes.
they don't grab, they don't go Leosna Black Johnson. We go against one of the intentions. They don't grab, they don't begin make citizenship na Sierra Leone by paying $140,000 or buying gold. They go against an intention clause which is citizen issue. But people are sitting there, educated and otherwise, and convenient, and they laugh. But I mean, they show, they talk. That's the end of it. They know they look at the Constitution and they will tell you the Constitution of Sierra Leone is that it is not. Constitution is not.
My brother, that is why we are here to let people know these things. Do ya, my brother, put the duty of the citizen. Waiting our duty, where we all guilty of, we fail.
I mean, up to this section 13.
Do ya, put along read them, let people see. Just like how you read the entrance clause there. Then they violate the rules with contempt. Then we should not clap for them.
They don't take on this victim business. They'll begin to take responsibility. They'll begin to take responsibility. If not, this same old story will continue until thy kingdom.
Well, the clerk of parliament clearly should say he is partisan. And the rule make it clear. When a public servant, they work in public spaces, you're supposed to be neutral when you're in your office. If you demonstrate partisan behavior, you should be removed. Because you're not going to be able to deliver fair treatment to the citizens. And that's several things. Nobody encourage that.
That Dandy, what about this one where they go appoint them this year as electoral commission? That went against.
The team is for now trade with the well.
Respect its ideal and institutions, the national flag, the national anthem, and authorities and offices established or constituted under this constitution. Cultivate a sense of nationality so that loyalty to the state shall override sectional, ethnic, tribal.
That is powerful. To cultivate. What do you say for cultivate? That we get for plant them in we have it.
I know deal with these words themselves. Nationalism and patriotism. Remember, I don't tell you, every Sierra Leonean is patriotic. But there are few Sierra Leoneans nationalists. That word nationalism, you know, they exist now. It's in the shape.
Yeah, we guys complain and say me sound system from his side not good.
And
Make her go out and come back inside. I tell you, make a difference.
Because it's still there, right? You see, as I say, nationalism does not exist. That place where they It only exists on paper. There is nothing that we have that we can say, this is Sierra Leone minus both of our national anthem, national. Nothing. No ethical standards, no national value, no national vision, no national mission. And we have people in Sierra Leone claiming to be educated. Everything about is even with development system. Not do anything in a constructive, sustainable. Sierra Leone as a place, a different meaning to different. Dama Okomot Skylau. The way I understand Sierra Leone, the different from now. Dama how they talk Mende. The way I understand Sierra Leone, the different from the how they talk long. The constitution is clear. Have we done that? Have we ever called a meeting? When the bundle of chief man, the whole they call politicians, when they cannot do the rubbish, then they spend the state in they'll go get conference of national. We don't need national. We need national standards on it.
What we get for do devolution of power in Sierra Leone. We get for decentralize. There are a lot of things that we need for do because them people there, one way.
All the institutions and structures for decentralization, they got it.
Exactly.
Just like how they are abused.
Yes. You know, because they want for control everything, and democracy in a share power. You cannot concentrate power on handpost in your hand. Now, when we all agree, say when they work together, there is a verse in the Bible where I so like they call it Amos 3:3. They say two can work together only if they agree. I cannot work with you if I'm not in agreement with you, or you are not in agreement, vice versa. They talk about nationalism and patriotism. You know, every space in Sierra Leone gets a variance, gets a differences. It get difference in ecology. Even the ecology different. I go give now one simple example. Then get some inland valley swamp them. Now the south, we get clay. Now that's make what they do Mende, then they do Bondo na Mende line. Then OG, then the rob. That OG then a clay. That clay there, it gets several functions where them people and they use them for another area there. Because it is only unique now the south. In order at the north, we not get that clay at the north. In order they. So when at the north, when they put Bondo na oil and the rub, they call it Shema food and they pack oil for you, they shine. But now the south, they don't get that. Then they use OG. Then they rub that white clay per you like chalk all over your body. Then that OG there, it gets other use, agricultural use.
And they eat them, you know that? Because they get high level calcium.
Yes. Where then they plant rest, where they harvest rest, we not get places then for dry rest. What thing they do? Then they clean the area, then take that OG, they rub and a ground in the fiber cement. And then dry the rest day. Then they also use them for paint walls and for repair the walls them, for let them wall the farm. We not get that facility. They so that they not waiting with they use well one dry rest na cow dung. Now the rub na the ground. The cow dung get the same effect. It make like concrete, where dry. Now they would dry rest. If we find out them boss,
Could they use by the wall then?
if we find out them boss, now would they use? If the wall we want decorate them for let it look nice, like how they mean them and they use. Since we not get clay, now cow dung would they use. And then they also they use the cow dung as fuel for make fire. So we need to decentralize. Why? Because every area gets different needs.
And
If
different sources.
So we get more grass field. Not the north. We get a lot of mangrove swamp. Not the north. We get a lot of things that we're not getting at this. The market look where people like waiting, this, that. We get more of red banga, not the north. Banga thick boko. Probably now because of that made them call SLPP, because SLPP the symbol na banga because na Cambia na be the headquarters, na Cambia na the SLPP form. And nobody in Sierra Leone knows how to make red pamine like na the north. The south and they make pamine, but more in Masanki. And also the young method of making pamine, then they soak them, it rots in. Then they massa. We na the north, then they boil them, then beat them at Audo. When they don't beat them, then wash them, then they cook them back. The south, na mass and the mass, they don't mass and don't then press them, then squish them. So the young pamine is not refined. It raw. Now make way they cook southern pamine, you get for boil and longer. While at the north, then they boil the banga, then beat them, then pull the chaff, then boil them back, it camp on top, then pull them, then they boil them back, and they call them pot. Pot means to say they cook, that is, they cook and severally. So it is refined, you don't have to put it late.
And each time then they put the milk with the
Exactly. You see, so even basic fundamental things them different from the north to the south. But whose side we don't always go wrong? We not educate to people them for embracing differences there. Now with diversity, now we not use. We not use diversity in Sierra Leone, we're not interested. But if Mende na Mende line in Mbunduka, Timini Sanda Mande na the north in Bundu. That what did they tell you? If we get Kaloko na the north, Kaloko na the same people them as Kane, Kone, and Kalong. The name then they change, then they evolve. When we get Mr. Lahai, then get Mr. Lahai na Mindela na son name na Mindela. Now they not to son name, the song Lahai na first name. And Lahai na so name. Because Cambia that we area dey na Cambia. Now more of so than wait on chimney. If you look at most of the ruling hosts, they like Namasombala, then they call the chief Almami Lahai.
Mr. Ture, even the Jalunka that they use like, because the Jalunka are derivative from what they say the Soso that derivative.
Mama, Papa, Soso and Soso and Yalunka are the same people. Even for say love. For say love. Then get Suma surname. Soso get Suma surname. Soso man, they say love. Love. They call her. No, sweet. They call her Yoroi. But Yalunka says say Yoroi. The same. Almost the same language. In fact, the same people them. Then the name Kamara Yanda. Then the name Marayanda. Who the name Kamara? Then they pull the KA. They say the name Mara. Now Kamara them. You see, these are the diversities. These are the pinpoints. And I don't think they are. Now if I bring we come together. I mean, they tell me, brother, now yesterday, I said some people I don't know for see Sierra Leone, the Creole themselves, they get ethnicity. The Creole that we can, they all come up from different background. just like how you get standard chimney, you get Konike chimney, you get how you call them, hey God, Mabanta chimney, you get different chimney. You get Galines Mede, you get Vi Mede, you get Bamede. That's what the Creole. You got in Nova Scotian, you get the how you call them, the Maroons. Then you even get a Jamaican. The Maroons are not all Jamaican are Maroon. You get Jamaican.
The one that will be common, will be one go join the people in Haiti. And then at the Maroon.
The Maroon are the saucy Jamaicans, them. Them break away from slavery very early. They are uncontrollable.
Of Haiti, by revolt. You don't say Haiti separate revolt, but
yes. They not tell me about that too. They tell me about abolition. Now, which man, sorry for we. And when you look at the tell the abolition of slavery, if you look at it keenly, me not a historian, but I am an history enthusiast and an amateur historian. I like history and the fallen and the something very symbolic. Wait, man, and not of them want for abolition. Now, because Englishman be there ahead at that time, we don't get industries, don't start the industrial revolution. Now, that same period,
they don't need the physical labor again. I make them say now like this. But the American man and they continue with them because they had dependency on the farm. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
The cotton farm, the cane farm, they had that dependency for economic survival. But the British and the Europeans will be go join them. Once that steam engine they don't begin and you don't need physical labor anymore. You see, Mr. Sierra Leone, the need for getting yes.
No, good evening again. For a long time. Where I come.
Self now be there this year.
Pature.
No. Yes, sir.
The principal we echo the case don't go inside.
Before me brother the kind side, now something I want through it. Before me brother the kind side, now something I be one for through it.
Okay, let's finish up quick.
Yeah. You see, we get one powder they call Pa Adams, Pa Bono Gastin, Pa Alpha Manchester. Now be West Indian. You will get Sam Mesiga, editor for SLBS newspaper.
They talk now be the Transport Corporation.
Yeah, you know, and even where people don't know some things and where people are not working come out, this not so heavy. It come out SLPP. Who that an episode not come out SLPP? Now then there's there they look me archive. Now there I see something where I not say for a long time. Where the John brothers them, Adewale and Oluwole, when I be the youth league leader. When they fall out with Pacheki, where Pacheki pull them, who that go bring come? Now Akibo Betts for can be the youth leader. Akibo Betts now youth leader for SLPP at that time. Now Cheki bring a cancer APC. Akibo.
That time in neighbor best.
Yes.
That church like
now Ina Akibo was Deputy Secretary General SLPP Youth League. Deputy. There's quite a lot of things where people don't know. And where people need for know.
There is quite a lot of facts that have been misled and misconstrued by that class of criminals who they call elites.
Yeah.
Now, willful act for mislead the people of Sierra Leone and divide them so that then go there in the middle they prosper. I make When they do the bad inside there, they know they say, "Thing, look at our parliament, all the nonsense where they gone." They know they say, "Thing."
We know
When
say
they because sometimes they don't get something against Paran, they take it as an issue.
we know say cannibalism in Sierra Leone. That is fact. But where APC went for Ghana power, they use that propaganda for pull SLPP. The power be they supply blood. The power be they supply the blood. What them be they use them? They call them parboy. Now be they supply the blood. In a parboy. I swear to God, that the pie day. And a parboy. That butcher. Now be they supply the blood.
Parboy Masai.
You know I read the name? Yes. Now be they supply the blood to APC. Now be the blood supplier. And people know this. This is no secret. But then,
that party be they read a street. And magazine cut.
You know, and there's a lot of things where if people they pay attention, we go bring and come out here, let people know say the decadence of Sierra Leone, not today, it begin. It begin from 19 zones, and we all take part, not to be business, April, you must today, no matter see you. All the lies, all the propaganda. And people that know the true culprits, but then keep them out short. Then when the person can perfect, not so with people that tell me, they say, well, you born you begin, you know, can't say now. When he grow up with goodness, now you go can use as his students for teaching practice.
Yes, welcome.
Well, when I thank you for the time when I give from our own time, because some of us we are too selfish. I can talk so. Because
Work on that.
Well, for people, some people don't understand the sacrifice when they make because don't 1 hour, 2 hour, we don't need their own things then. Me today, so I get for cut me exercise. But I know say, but by the time I finish, I'm not go there again. Today I still I cut up. Anyway, listen. You know, I talk about young people and politics. That's something we don't in my mind for a long time about these young people. When I see notable 3 young men there right now, they on motion. You know, I recent one man there in a state house where they call Mike Berewa, and the other one not come on America again too. That one the life past the ball. Yes. So you say Siam. You see him now. You see this kind of people. This I don't know what you understand by politics. Now for now line in a politics part.
When they call good politics, that's Salone. Now politics.
Because if you the lie the guy lie there, yeah. Where you don't know something. Where you don't like something now, we didn't corner up but one thing we don't know about. You see in a slippery of tongue. When you talk to you lie to teach people left. Lie the kid one, lie the kid one. Tell me you know what they talk about. I don't understand. Look Senge. If when I want tell me say Marabio in 7 year time, you don't make this country so much that you know all the DPNM. No, you know say this man not do nothing better. But for job's sake, you know they just what's the difference between the young man they are with the old people? They're even worse.
Exactly.
But I
You know
make
now.
that guy pretend to say the young when the Kideala say the young. Those are the few that they have recruited and brainwashed. All down the way they call you now the few they would have not recruited.
How can see them
You
back?
are young man but they're not recruited. Sure.
The other no sir. The other thing back where I was where I see parties, me a job. Let me see because you know sometimes in the you know the focus on the things the way lure them to these jobs. So let me give you an example. They be saying yes, you don't work for this government for the 10 years from when they begin, right? If you finish the job, let me say they be saying that they pay 50 million as a chief minister. That 50 million, he worked there for 10 years. Let's just give an example of him, the David Senge. That 10 years and 60 months. If you multiply that by 50 million, let me just go make a show now. Why them boy they put you they better for them people there. We they know they talk, they see something bad so they see something wrong so they not get my talk out. Because it's not the thing. Because in the benefit. 50 million times that's 60 months. Okay, the money the money for Gusote now about I think at 3.9 billion. Now they get with that 60 months. If you say like you give 40%, but any job as they finish so they're not employing again, they will pay them off benefit directly. This is not the way they misuse the country resources. Then they pay 40% of that 3.9 billion, we will come to about 1.6 billion. Now imagine 1.6 billion right now, you change that to dollar. You'll be saying that it will come get something like and now when this guy don't give me the full figure. Now for check up 1.6 billion 1666 1600. You have not give me time like just give example which this man they get 1600 1.6. Okay. 1.6 billion. Anyway, and because no, they give me chance. 1.6. Okay, I'll continue. With 1.6 billion. And now the dollar na 2,000 divided by 2,500, let's say. Let's give an example. You give David Senge, we not do nothing, they give him $640,000. Can you imagine that? If they remove tax and all, and only tax based as alone, let me say get 500,000. When I imagine that,
But I'll tell you something. That fellow then they take habits.
that man we would down that money. Let me tell you what happened.
Gas is
Well, my focus here is the country resources.
You know one thing
Yes, sir.
at this stage right here, I am more concerned about change. Honestly, the lot you get for loss. But one thing is that we have to suffer this for us to learn the lessons what we need for learn so we will stay together and do things right. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
If Salone not go to what they go to so don't be for relax. About Shaka sleeping in Salone, yes, Salone we get all the crises. We'll be far better off. So we are relaxed. Nothing serious. Also, I would have reached to Madam you they teach me less. And I've been talking. I say, Madam you be president. We swear the day would have
But what do you talk now, Mr. Jallo? The APC benefited from the same laws.
and they did the same abuse. Who side they did?
The only difference is Naya, where them we don't calculate their money them, then say anybody will get case COI, then they get paid. Because them they wait for that pay out now. Unless the one the way not be get case then I then give them money. Mr. Jallo, tell me in a What? Obvious. Yes.
That
Obvious.
cycle of revenge, cycle of recycling, corruption, that would try change. That's why some of they talk. Because we cannot continue doing the same thing expecting different outcome. Like Frenchman say imbecile.
You see, the thing here is we really talk about. Salone people will we focus on the most important thing for let the country go.
Exactly.
The most like what within me, also the most important thing is finance. Now how much are they go work, how much are they earn? Because now from that finance they will they do this, to do that they do investments, they do all kinds of they go on holiday. But if we left, nobody talk about that, the president talk about this issue, we try and go make them law they are, where the country poor. You dey take that money, you pay people them. Right now they pay them 50 million, for instance. In a country where the minimum wage na 800,000, they pay that person, they almost them more than 50 times how much they pay one person. When you don't pay them that, not enough for.
Most important.
No, what's that? What do they mean?
They want civil servants, medical doctors, nurses,
No,
teachers. How much pay them? They pay them.
no, they don't pay them. Now make you see this politics, the proliferation of politics. Where we see lecturer they come on a class, so we go politics.
Yes.
Civil society man they come on, they go each they appoint you. The least then they pay you now, the 18 million now, 18 million, 20 million, and they pay you.
And things that we get.
So if we not the focus on those things, they fall and go, they la oh, they kill this, they hold this, they see legally people they make laws then. For let them shape this more money with they. At the end of the day, what are no day? Who say what they be saying they don't do apart from for club, for all book there, for all paper there, for all bag there, for people there. Then they go get benefits after all the salary we don't get that. They give back, they give back, let me say five when they put tax, they get $500,000. Can you imagine that? Now the same thing. Now the same thing. Yes, sir.
The only way we can correct this and for put pressure exist. And the only way we get a correct system in place, you see that brother the way things say what's in beyond it correct. Then we brothers the way things say the dismemberment of the APC correct. Now they will get from talk to. I will tell you one thing. See the guns. This is rubbish.
That's the reason why
APC will for be the opposition with the strength for stop some of their things here. They don't dismember themselves. They get over 50 flag bearers. All man they pass with poster for one to be president. If you want to be president, call a meeting or call APC when I go sit up. If you ever unite that Kabul today, then you get the capacity for it. Otherwise, don't come and talk about you wanting to.
Well, now I make with somebody talk now about elite business as if we're serious about Salone a growth. Those are the vocabularies we have to get rid of. Where people and they talk about their elite, the intellectual class, the this. Where APC start, intellectual class not be there. APC be there inside remand. Some of the man will end up for be minister. Like Motama like Joe, what's in a Joe Allen name? That be remand. Yes, that be remand. Even this Minkailu where get so right now. Minkailu, Nabirare man. Minkailu be the dance devil, he be the pan devil. He be the pan devil. You know? And now whose devil he be there? Now Mao Zedong. You be get in them days then day. APC, The Creole remind them. Then we get Clarkson, then get Remy, then get Bonchin, then get Mawel Akpan, then get this other one, Clinton, and his brother. You know, then be there. Then Fulatora remind them. You get Abayomi, Aladi, when a highway. You get Kemo for the car, when a Waju. You get somebody like Bob Allen for Padul, Bob Allen, what they talk about. Then, by the team, they get Payamba. Then I be the top Agba team ni man. Soko man, the team ni Rariman them. You get Momo East. Nabi Rariman. You get Bra Shaka. You get Alusain Kanki. You get Boy Manga. You know, these are the people. Then you get Abu Panlamp. Instead of the team ni Rariman. You know, Abu Omole, where go make a guy and call Abu Omole. You get Padul. You know, for Padul. You get Alpha Kote, Agba Kote. Now be the brother to that woman where the what's in the Mami in Jabi for Mami Okomoda. When I brother, this will be the jump ship. You know? So how they go take a party where come out from this kind of background? Then when I exclude all them people there, and people in the talk will say, Madabio full. Madabio not full. Oh. You know, APC base. APC base, now then they will there are remain there. Now they're all APC. When they one day are they connected, you know, they charge APC. Because there are remain there be there, they don't ask, they don't go to APC office, ask for equalizing business. You know? But they've taken all of them because I remember the other kind, the Creoman Agba. Do you know DF Shears? When I be minister, Nabi Agba. DF Shears na Agba. Then get this other Dosomu Atata. Nabi how you call her? Nabi Agba, Bob Allen Nabi Agba, J.E. Livers. Na Agba, Kojo Randus, na Agba. Aki, Alfred Aki go back. Alfred Aki go back. Man. You see, so you know, a lot of people don't know that in there. APC na be a grassroots party where made of drivers, Rarimandem, Bilaman, people where they bought the bull, this, that, and then be packed inside APC. That was the. But APC don't turn on anybody. I get double masters. So if you get double masters, we'll for clap for you.
You know what you they talks.
Mm-hmm.
Not only when you talk and people go always look up from that level. One of the deep-seated problems the deep-seated problem in Sierra Leone is a class.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
A class war between those who think they have the right to be and those who think they are not. Thus, the masses. The masses are the APC. The rulers are the SL.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they are mostly made of the post where the British military is a school for sons and children. There is a whole book written about that which the Leoneans not pay attention to.
Mm-hmm.
And understand.
Mm-hmm.
The title of the book is Colonialism, Class Formation, and the Underdevelopment of Sierra Leone. It was written by a Zimbabwean who was my college mate. When that guy came to a master, this is met, Fritter, and assistant.
You know,
We find out. You know, they find out.
This guy, look at this guy who died recently when I be chairman for APC. That guy in a Bilaman, he get cranky kind of the Shitanga. Shitamao. My name, Shitamao. That is Mao Zedong. If the Bila for Mao Zedong, Shitamao. He get cranky kind of the That man,
Yes.
they stay loyal to APC. Tell where he die. Tell where he die.
You know, not bad, but yeah, I did follow the conversation and quite interesting. But of course, I think one of the things that will draw me attention, first of all, are the equation when you use, you know, the equation we use and say you measure the hypocrisy, sycophancy equals to the failed country. For me, this is not just a rhetorical flourish where you put, I think this is not a choosing diagnosis, of a country.
But that's what I did.
No.
Not so just
Right.
title.
It's yes, a diagnosis, a complete diagnostic, thing that you do so. Yeah. I mean, they have to talk about politically pathology diagnosis, and you do so. And it's Mr. Jalop and Imran, it's sad because it's like we not still want for land as a nation, we not still want for land as people. The war, they listen to our conversation. I totally agree with the both sides, both you and Imran. Because let me even look at what happened in the 90s. This was civil war, this was the war we always talk about. Okay. And I said, we're waiting. The brutal consequence of them say what they talk about now. Wait till they see so today. And it's impunity. We see systemic corruption on bid evidently to say now rumor is here. We see collapse of governance. But today,
there is no governance in Sierra Leone. Let us be very honest.
Today, Mr. Jallo, we go say maybe we not see RAF in our road that streets on our bush. They pass to RPG with a AK-40 something or whatever. But you know what's in? There is also a deeper war. A deeper war, a war against institutional decay. And of course, that's a war against moral and integrity bankruptcy. 90% to country now. And when I touch on something where also draw my attention, the issue of young people. For me, I think even coming of the young politicians here, might betrayal to people. Because for far so long, Sierra Leoneans are always a cry out loud. They call for a change of leaders. We need young people. We want young people. The empire don't lose. The empire, then also, but the empire come. The empire this. Okay? And we all really look up to them people here, the young guys that we don't care. Because look at them. Even this very government, who they talk about, the Chief Justice and all those guys, these are young guys. These are young men. Chief Minister, ministers, heads of departments, and so on and so forth. These are all young. Did they make any difference? With some of them, they feel say, okay, then young guys, maybe they will bring some kind, torchlight to the way and go use for do some reform, innovative one there, with integrity. But what will they say today?
You want to hear the naked truth?
What would they say today? For me, not just a carbon copy of the same old guys.
The naked truth?
Because because then guy here, the elite politician, if I can put it, they're not just they pick them boys they are based on merit. No.
They don't groom them.
Them boys are based on merit, not based on loyalty.
Mm-hmm. Want to get
yes, sir. Yeah, go on.
Beliefs and expectations. Are we responsible?
We, of course.
We believe, we should sit by and allow young men to go and play. It's high time we begin to tell these idiots that you are idiots, behave yourselves. If we expect, say, those in politics go recruit people that can work against their interests, then we are not thinking in Sierra Leone.
No way.
This is the time Sierra Leoneans should stand up as a unit. Put aside party politics. Put aside regional organizations. And what kind of Sierra Leone do I want to see? How do I want to see this? What is my role
And in
as a
fact,
person?
Mr. Jallo, these young guys we talk about, for me, they're not just, improve the patronage system where they affect the country today, but they fortify it. They fortify the patronage, these young guys.
What do you expect?
Right? And they not just use ordinary style for fortifier, they even use digital sophistication, for fortifier. And what do they say today?
What do we expect?
What do they say today? Would they say performative populism? If you check the World Bank, you will see all kind of rating when they rate them like that. Best cost, but at what cost? How you, a sober-minded government, they pay so much money to international organizations just because you're made a rating government, and they give some passing marks. So, whose picture is that for paint? We're not even they reflect at the ground. This now, deception.
The people of Sierra Leone are accepting it because they've been waiting. If the people of Sierra Leone collectively begin to and say, no, go they're waiting and they go can.
Imagine. Imagine.
My brother, what you talk, I agree with you, the young bobo them. It get for reach a point where the young one and get for say, no, enough of this, and we are going to recalibrate. Let I give you an example. The young Southerner them, where the old men them from the South, then we get a philosophy where they believe in, where they call Demuyama. What's in Demuyama? A reincarnation. Now, a system where then they try for implement Mende supremacy. That was in the 60s. Has it gone away? No, it hasn't. It is more alive. Whenever you see that boy, when they call the parliamentary clerk, the way they behave, when you read that boy gentle in America, the way they talk, the way they behave, for everything is about Mende. Everything. Mende. You know they talk, you know pull by APC. You know they talk about Sierra Leone, you're not interested. Sierra Leone is either APC or Mende. You see, any society will polarize, then get a language within the use. Them, us. Them, us. Where you see society don't develop that they tell you how big the wedge is between the groups. The Demuyama, where the godfather of Demuyama, Albert Magai, it is live and kicking. Live and kicking. In fact, it is more prevalent now than in the 60s. And Madabiona that it bring. And he gets a lot of accomplices. And the thing way bad, there are lots of Southerners that will disagree with that. But what have they done about it? They don't raise the highbrow.
Imran, I'm not even I may go far. Even the last few years, Imran, all the ministries are Salone, all the ministries that would implicate, wouldn't get caught into corrupt practices. Agencies that wouldn't get caught into corrupt practices. What? These are all the young leaders, young guys. All the scandals, all the one that wouldn't connected.
I say, what do you expect?
When they talk about that rebel confusion, what happened? President Samak Banya, we enjoy inside APTT, he acted as a vice president. Samabanya.
They were not selected based on merit. So they just have to play all down to the
Now we
music.
left merits and standards.
Right?
Now we face this. Let us stop talking Western. Now talk some issue. Sierra Leone is polarized into religion, ethnicity, partisan politics. Each of them groups here, where they polarize the country, then they recruit the young people.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you expect of them? If the APC comes to power, the same young people in the APC will do the same as that.
Yes, of course.
So how do
Of
we
course.
correct that in Sierra
Mhm. But these are the reasons we make I ask this question. These are the reasons we make I get this question. Say, how we as Sierra Leone will be able to dismantle this kind of entrenched culture of elite impunity and of course
I would attempt
patronage
to give you
and political patronage, especially among the young leaders.
I would attempt to give you an answer.
Before we contribute, this will come because Salone in life support now. Before we go coma.
Well, we never reach coma. I'll let you.
Oh, you bad, you're a bad boy.
Coma. What you would experience in Sierra Leone, it started in the late 50s. They graduate into the 60s and 70s. They come into the 80s. Some of us had been there trying to control it. But by then, we will get a lot of limitations. Limitations in the sense of ability to communicate. President and neighbor should have pushed it. Now, we have electronic media. Now they use so, not to so, they talk all over it. Not to so.
Mhm.
If we get the correct message, we send out youth. Because what is here, you need most now. Now, education, we will get them out of that trap of that munku where they go where winter coat in South Africa. Because you know they talk together. The man where winter coat there, where thick place like
Very dangerous boy. Very dangerous.
the man is mad. Now only mad
Very,
people
very dangerous boy. And I'm not got you word. Who's did that? I see that they make an APC, SLPP meeting. I see Senge for confirm waiting me young brother they talk. I see Senge, he hold the old man, Samabanya. Now in the mentor, Senge. Samabanya has been involved by anything where corrupts in that country. Day.
But the man was chairman of
The man, he play center forward, from politics na Salone. He play defense.
1997, 98.
He play
When
winger.
they were SLPP, when the RDF came to town, somebody high in the hierarchy.
You know, quite a lot of things where people don't know. That man rose. That man enjoy inside APC. He make wealth inside APC. He even acted as vice president. He been minister of health for long years. He was one of the shakers of the APC.
The man held every ministry. Every. You know, not all that make it like I would tell other people. Sierra Leone has been broken. A bundle of irate, non-thinking people have been recruited to join the ranks of those who have broken Sierra. Continue with the breakage. We duty now that for educate the young people of Sierra Leone, let them go in so them get themselves out of this market. And one thing I know, if we get an effective message and we propagate the message properly, it's not going to take 3 years. awareness comes. You see, what I can enjoy this argument. We like for play victim and glorify things. And look at Ibrahim. Ibrahim Traore is not the creator of what is happening in Burkina Faso. Whatever is happening in Burkina Faso was created by Thomas Sankara. When Thomas Sankara was overthrown, the consciousness movement continued on the ground throughout the reign of Les Campois. When the thing don't develop in momentum, now they take Campois out. Then they try a regime, then she say, you know, they work. Now I make it come out now, Traore come. Traore are the edification of the climax of awareness. You understand? Sierra Leone get for rich day. And I want to let people and believe, say, no human being born of a woman. None. No human being born of a woman can stop this process because we don't reach the climax of Alaki. That will get for rich.
Okay, for Adipa, which you say, my brother, when they talk about Sankara, Sankara begets role model. And the role model, most of them came from Sierra Leone. If you talk about Pan-Africanism, you cannot talk about it, Sierra Leone not being in the center. You cannot talk about Pan-Africanism, you not talk about Edward Blyden. You not go talk about Pan-Africanism, you not talk about Wallace Johnson, Lamina Sanko. You not talk about James Africanus Houghton. You cannot. You cannot. Pan-Africanism born from Creole men in Sierra Leone. People like Nyerere. The influence come from Sierra Leone. Even Jomo Kenyatta, they all. Not all African and started Pan-Africanism. Now the ex-slaves and the slave returnees them, the first diaspora and they come from the slave ancestry. Not all indigenous African and started. Now this a lot of people don't know. In Sierra Leone, we don't know the luck where we get, where Creole man can Sierra Leone. We don't utilize that experience there to with full potential. And quite a lot of things and the way Creole people and do way fabulous. We know they talk about it because and in a small group and they come on and they can't take over here. We are not in the same class.
Why all those things are fake?
We have to be honest about these things.
They come not true, but you know why all of it has failed? The Sierra Leoneans failed because they are committed to sin of Adam. The sin of Adam was the ego. They abuse and misuse of the ego. And take it in their Sierra Leoneans need for their ego down. Take themselves out of the matrix, work for Sierra Leone. Even APC, I know I'm lucky every year body have to be increased. So now they get 50 black potential. If we don't control our egos in Sierra, if we don't control our emotional immaturity in Sierra, it's going to continue like this. Yes, guys.
Yeah.
We got to be strangers.
Okay.
No?
Yes,
you don't go?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would say. I should say Imran want to say something. Because,
no, Papa, I be one forget me dinner where this thing I come up. I get for left early today because I want to go have my dinner. I'm a bit peckish.
Okay. Yeah, Mr. Jallo made it talk about education and education. Of course, not true. The people need to be aware. They need to be educated. But again, we also know about even citizens, the Sierra Leoneans, we also know them basic civic rights. We even decide to make use of their civic rights today. We see would he face them? There is a video where I even post on a platform concerning the young Sierra Leonean lady. We attend President Bio and the Information Minister in town hall meeting. Okay. And this lady decided to use her own civic education with the listening right for ask leaders questions of national importance. He even make them very clear, say, Mr. President, me, I did talk as an SLPP. I voted for you. My family, my mama, papa, all man I SL, we voted for you. He said, but during this whole meeting, I don't listen all the questionnaires, people when they ask questions, we know really the reflects on the reality of the world. But me want to ask this. Since you come into government, all you don't talk about, rest on the air, cost of living, land, water, fuel, and she raise all those things. Before they even end the information minister, one of your this ordered security for rush to this lady, pick microphone in her hand. And guess what? This man, when what's my name? Something, he went ballistic on this lady. He used all kind of disrespectful adjective for describe this lady, publicly shaming her, in the presence of President Bill, in the presence of the president. And then she was marched out. So they're not even marched out, because if I say it marched up, they're uplifted. Since then, when they hear cries, they ask for her whereabouts. Nobody even knows where they took her. Whether she's in Bengal, whether Panama, only God knows. So they take her. And imagine, Mr. Gallo, like I will sit down, will see when they catch a legit, go keep in a prison, Babi Nada, when Papa, if Papa, when Papa, we go, even in brother, when they go, they just go ask, what's up? And brother, and also students catch him back, beat him, touch him, keep on it for as long as it's taken. And Papa, lock him back. This by this kind of sense that so this you hear me? Yeah, go ahead. I get you. We only succeed because with the glorified and nonsense. Me, I assure you see from now, any Sierra Leonean wouldn't vote out. There is a group of Sierra Leoneans taking action against them. We've had enough of nonsense. It's too much. We've had enough of nonsense. We want Sierra Leoneans to come behind us. Let us do what is necessary. Okay? We don't pass the stage of talking and playing victim. Yeah. As I talk to you, there is a case against it. Yes, I'm quite aware. And if ECOWAS court not give you what you want, the other. Not a one man papa die left side. No. 8 million people. That's all. So let's stop talking and start acting. Right. Sierra Leoneans should stop talking and start acting. And the first step towards acting, we forget a unified vision and a unified mission. Not also for sit down with, fasting camp and come, go take cutlass and ethnic kidneys. American a dictator then get this. American a dictator then gets in America, so then they put her under control gradually.
Then they challenge her. Intellectuals are challenging.
They expose her.
Journalists they are challenged. All the sectors then they play their roles them. Journalists they challenge them. Intellectuals they challenge them. The people they challenge them.
Independent, not so like we. Institutions is one thing. Institutions are made by people, my dear brother. The people of Sierra Leone for change their beliefs and perceptions. We can have the best, we have one of the best constitutions. And then they misuse it. That 1991 constitution, people in the island have a problem. It's not. It's our beliefs and perceptions. Mr. Jallo, we see, even from a distance, now we all see with Sierra Leoneans, brave Sierra Leoneans decide for faith because they don't talk so much, nobody they listen. And they went. When Sierra Leoneans then decide for ask leaders questions, we see where they have them. We'll see how government.
Well, let madam, you go fire on ECOWAS.
We see what they then do against with what as a council. Imagine during the COVID,
That's
you say they're not
the
official.
problem when you deal with brutal people then. When you
say
deal with brutal people, then follow a step where they tie their hand.
Honestly,
Whether you say pass now wait for go fertile, go kill box. But right now, South don't reach. Go see the balance.
but you get 1,000 person, one person gets machine gun. It shoots people and they drop. Nobody know able to sacrifice for go hula. No call man go join for hula. You go kill una, load the magazine back. He kill more, load the magazine. Una get for take the space away from him, rample and down. But you see, when they say that thing there, when you look at the state of the opposition, like right now, I mean, they tell somebody the other day, if let we talk, say, then take power now, Madabian, is APC in readiness for governor? With all this nasty way they do so when they go on. You know, these are the things we have to ask ourselves. You know, all man they blame ECOWAS, all man they blame. Not so Minkailu publicly talk for say the country they peaceful, the country all right. They don't need any support from ECOWAS army. We just want 2028. If una way gets fed, una say feds no they. What is like ECOWAS and business for Kampulu close for una? The opposition leader, the chairman, I talk this word. People that they forget that they can't blame ECOWAS. You know, and I don't understand how people they think. When APC so divided, APC them busy. If you notice, SLPP they cruise. Now APC they do all the damage by themselves.
Exactly.
You know? So when you look at the situation as it is so, other in a sound man, they go pull Madam Biokaka put APC there. APC not an alternative, it's not in readiness.
Cannot create an interaction.
The only way where they go do now for pull Madam Bio and put interim government. When I think what for don't do 2 years ago. The man where they cause the problem, now they go put for implement something when I create.
They give nuts to student.
Yeah, for keep. Or you give from big banger for keep. Now we knock off today, Ali Papa, your brother get for it, no can collapse now. They go talk say this now. They go talk say
Unatenki, when some they are saying are foreign adversaries enabling these politicians? Yes. Yes. And foreign adversaries may not be governments, they may be rogue business. But not to go to Nasina, they can land yesterday.
all of a sudden.
People they not pay attention to.
And the thing is,
that boat's a flat bottom craft. Secondly, that boat was flying sail.
people don't take notice of the little things then that's if they fly, that means to say that boat they register to Sierra Leone.
Yes.
Because you know Sierra Leone are one of the country where a lot of ship them register to for their criminality business here. They're not registered in the country. The amount of boats and vessels they were registered to Sierra Leone, and then they pay money for their registration. Not to picking money. Who say all their money then they go. And I'll tell you something. If they catch, and they can be brother. If they catch one ship, if they don't catch one ship, like how they catch also, you know, almost don't pass who no see. Let me just take myself, you know, aside for a while and ask them that question there. You know how much boats they don't go not see?
What is this Salone people for wake up? People will talk about all these issues. They know they pay attention to the key facts. How that boat landed at that beach? You want to tell me say that water be full up where it can land?
No, na mana. Na mana. It come on heaven. Na they can come for pa. Na roti mango. It don't overripe. Na in can land.
That boat's there. Now God and Ghana.
Of course.
Because the distance from the boat side to the water side, anyhow the tide, you know the able can flop.
Or if you don't come, where water be full, now Canada end day. It can't anchor. Because I'm saying a low tide we see her now. Water don't go. But that's in the my brother, there is more in it than what we either see.
The other thing is, why did we have more military men?
No, what's that the thing way funny? We get forensic officer them, we get CID them, we not see them in a minister them be the good day. What's the minister they go do in left ministry? What's it go do?
Now, we make a talk about presence.
The man, not talk about minister they go under.
Every military man putting on a camouflage that is a real soldier. Do we even know whether that boat came with arms and ammunition?
The other thing.
Somebody
Somebody just tell me for saying it say Philippine registered boat became a Sierra Leonean registered boat overnight. Sierra Leone, everything is possible.
But what are they saying? They ask logical questions for science. Something is not right in Sierra Leone. Pay attention. Flat bottom boats of that size. How much cocaine? Look at that flat bottom boat. Ask the same question. Almost arms and ammunition. What do you want to know?
Just like how Salone narcotic hub na West Africa. Now so Philippines self na narcotic hub na Asia. Let me tell you something. I have my teacher here in England. He big pass me te bomb me. Na England a big for her. Then get a birth certificate where the man way younger pass me for enter inside England. He counts birth certificate and passport where he way younger pass a grand Pekin. Now it is suffer now. Now it is suffer. He don't tire for work herself, you know able. He go complain to social workers, say they help him. Decide where they go put on a youth place, then go put on. Then they make noise panam, then they smoke jamba, they hell around. Now I go complain, say they help her, let them pull on it. But when they smoke jamba panam, do ya? But that way you say the social worker now, Sierra Leone. Now I say, do you have me picking at the beg you help me for pulling me at this place here? Now I say, pa, I'm not able to help you. He said, now you document, I don't look at. He say, you not youth. But he said, this place now for youth in the make. I said, now how you get for the yeah, they only made love for potsy. Now, that you guys talk to you now youth. You go deal be youth now. Now Salone, they deport me today. I reach the Salone today. Next tomorrow, I get passport and travel documents for come back to England with different name. You know they waste themselves.
That puts the need for investigation. Something is telling me it didn't come. Any side with narcotic, the arms and ammunition.
Then you go together. Now trade them. It's like way you talk about Any side where you see, they say where you see Agbolo, snake they be na. Especially if you see Sansante. Then
Lord.
today they go together. They all tuna sus and lace, tikop and sosa, hand and glove. They go together. Any side where you see Boku prostitution, drug daddy.
And you know the other thing about that boat?
Mm-hmm.
A fishing boat. Now something like a yacht.
Hey, brother.
Not a fishing boat, oh.
Any boat will come on Philippines, it come out South America, na suspect. For only one thing, drugs.
Are we even sure that boat came from the south? I got it from high source information that Lideckers went to fish. He didn't fly again. The ship.
My brother, that we country there is so sad. People and they know they do nothing. Then show one for two way, one man, we happen for being in the man. He wear SLP polo. He don't take and push stay, he foot down, rotting. If you see the penda panam, not to be penda, oh. He's rotting away. With people and they see all of that. Before that, they say for keep fast. So man, he talk say now for pray. Waiting, I don't tell them over and over. God not a mix pan. Anything where na decision you need for make. You go pray to God, they give you wisdom for make the decision. But decision na mortal man they make am. Now this earth. And politics is about decision making. Before we make decision, we still don't they keep fast. We still don't they pray. We still don't they swear. Swear not they make decision. You know they solve your problem. You know, the quicker we will know this, the better. We have to stand up to what is wrong and make and clear say we not get the threshold or the tolerance for accepting this any longer. Until we do that, we are still stuck where we are at.
And that's all that you have said against Peter beliefs. Therefore, change beliefs about that. Therefore, change beliefs about relationship with other people. Because you know, ultimately, the political class they succeed as
Mhm.
the majority of them say they are powerless. Whereas the Constitution of the chapter 2, section sovereignty belongs and the authorities of government is derived. This time the people of Sierra Leone for stand for change their beliefs. We have to stop playing victim. Look at Naya. Look at
Pajalo, you dey
before we dey go. They
you dey
are
go
sorry why they keep you
you dey
tired
go
here.
far.
Look at Naya. They say the Republic of Sierra Leone shall be a state based on the principles of freedom, democracy, and justice. 2. It is accordingly declared that A. Sovereignty belongs
To the people. That
from
means to
whom
say,
listen.
uh-huh.
So from whom government, from the power of the people, sovereignty of the people, from whom government through this constitution, this document, derives all its powers, authority, and legitimacy. We don't take this to take up from whom political party, from whom region, from whom tribe derives power, authority, and legitimacy. That was the constitution. Una left.
My brother,
Una left no, the light.
notwithstanding, let me tell you, even animal, I like for watch the documentary about animals. Then wild dog there, then they work in park. When they in park, they are formidable. Even lion, one great lion, not do. Lion them, then get a pride.
Malaysia.
Then get a pride. When they're in a pride, I like you crazy, not triumph. The one when I honey, one gray honey, if it's small picking kinaka or slippers. But where only they don't get that. If you're not a man, go scatter them. Till you die, you know go die. Go damn the day and cost the hour. The point where they try for make Naya is when you read and say organization, that means to say people are involved, people are inside. If we not organize we cannot fight this problem.
And
We have to be organized. It boils down to because when they go school, when they do biology, then they talk about organism, then they talk about organ. What did they make an organism? Now when you put all the organ together in a system, I get head, I get eye, I get mouth, I get finger, I get foot, I get belly, I get gut. All of them synchronize for work together. When you didn't say this is, it means say your body not they work in harmony. When I say you healthy, the way you body, all the organ and then they work in harmony. They all play their role accordingly. So this is break the word. This is that means to say your body not they at ease. Now disease mean. So right now, Sierra Leone they in a disease state. If we want for be a force, let me make one soldier man and call her soldier man. What the president call the army? Then Boku. Then they in battalion, then they in groups. One great man they make a battalion. It's not possible. You know, them basic common sense then, yeah, we get for put them together and come to the realization, say, Mende man alone no go run Sierra Leone. Timni man alone no go run Sierra Leone. Imran alone no go fetch this cause here. Me brother, I have spent so much time calling people. Different people, what they call themselves bloggers and this, that, I say, with all the holla, whoa. With the holla like them village dog, then a dirty box. We not go come together, love will organize. They don't want us to organize. That is what the status quo don't want. And that is what we are giving them by not organizing. Because everybody want for full name. Everybody want for be the alpha male. But even alpha male, is there in a group in an organized group, when I'm the commander, the most powerful male, now a pride. And now they go catch meat on. I bring they bring the meat council and the people that already come on, they talk for saying the leader for Google Fed. The male, pan the pride. You know they go catch you. In fact, the prolific hunters them in the pride and the female. There are certain basic things that we get for look them and interpret them. Now we look we say. We are more primitive, Sierra Leone, we are more primitive than wild animal because animals are able to organize themselves. Then they function in a system. We cannot keep any system. That's what we're able to keep. Salone, if they make line safe, then they banner. If we make line safe, we're able to keep us straight.
You know,
But look, Lima, when they go join soldier. You know what they say, soldier man get acne.
you know, never keep on a salon.
Yeah. Yeah. Why you look Lima when they make bad man? Where get him up with his foot with his acne? I said now who said soldier man begin hire nakli people? Oh God. The family we are happy that you guys are here. And today in particular, I like the contributions. Salone Less TV. When I didn't see them back and not like it. Nice one they put on a name. Why would they hide on themselves? We not freeborn them. Me na Imran Ture, Pajalo na Pajalo. You know, and I can find it difficult for call person by their nickname them. You know this? You know? Well, I know. Ipotam Robo no. Ipotam Robo fail. You know, number man. You know, family them, una thank you. Una will take part today in particular and like una contributions them. Una allow they participate and we want una for even go further for call in or one time una can get a case study. Una send them to we and make sure say una come as guest. This now we all platform. This now we all heritage. Now we the fight for let we clean we country. Sierra Leone, Ibelege, too much warom them. We get for get rid of them warom there. That means to say we get for take a deworming medication. Do ya be people them. We love una so much, we appreciate una. Now we come, now we dey go. Now Imranti they say tata.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And we will come back on Friday. Thank you. And do ya, the new people left, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe. Old people left. I help me for share the video. So I come so that let more people, more Sierra Leoneans, then go able to listen to this nonsense for this nonsense. I ain't get for
And somebody confirm what in a talk say now you be the true that blood. Now you not pa boy. I hope you not say you boy. But somebody don't come make and clear now say it's a bit pa. So what would they talk now? Yeah, now one lovely lady. Yes. Now one lovely lady now is Sabiam. Now got waiting Alema to Kamara. Now in talk. Yes. He say yeah. Now in can talk. You know. So what you would talk?
Magazine cut for the go to Worcester Madingo.
Yes.
The first street where they meet.
The lady called the street in name.
Martin Street.
Yeah. When I be the supplier of that blood for make that propaganda. And people know these things.
Come on Friday. And we go keep the work going because the greatest work we say you need.
Khadija Yani, welcome. Khadija Yani is here. Thank you. Teddy James, Kamara, thank you. By Sam, na manway. I like you, me man. You for come on, you for bring something. You know, manway know you stuff. The things that way they talk, I like them. You know. Then Egas, Gaso, waiting, he say facts. Well, una all Abu Mansare, you know. Some of them name they already call people in Sabide and then family. But you see this corruption, we all know people that will take part in one way or the other, directly or indirectly. And we have to stop them, and how we go for stop them. Now by us coming together, identify them things there, we talk about them, we learn from them, we educate the one them we day in denial. Because so many people them and when they and them and they watching them. Not so many man on artist nine singer and what he sing, it happen all the tribe them. Timni man bang de panam. So man de panam, loco man de panam. Bendi me and me brother and me brother. I they support them by any kind crooked thing way they do. Because now my brother, I am not going to holler that he's a thief. But if me de man do and kind road holler, thief, kill and die, kill him. But what the man they do will they make no understand? Or if you don't have APC person do you they make no understand. I SL people no more the thief. It is wrong. All man when in APC now. Oh, SL people they make new district. APC self make their own. Then call them they make their own. When will they go school Pajalo? Not to 12 districts we get. Now not to 16. Very soon SLPP they can make 18. Very soon it will be 22. You know, we still sit down with a look the nonsense. We not stop them.
What's in the equivalent?
Eh? I want to move.
Right?
I want to move. Go on. I didn't say you. Let's say I want to move on. So listen, I want to move on.
Mister.
Nah.
You know Enrique Lamira also.
Hey brother, they all are the same thing, trend and pace. Same thing.
You see, I make us say The change in Sierra Leone should not be politicized. It should not be tribalized or regional. We all guilty. God had the contact. We all guilty.
And when
You
they make
understand?
Kamajo, they make
Yeah.
Gaba Gaba, they make Kamajo, they make
Yeah.
Kidika, they make
And
waiting at the other one. Before till
Yeah.
the people and say no, we not agree. Let's go make Capra. At the
Quick,
same thing.
as I
now we
say,
have got that quick level.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
yeah, now I'm the follow up on Imran.
Yeah.
They get out on Salone Lens TV when I'm a YouTube platform channel.
Uh-huh.
And you because like now they use the they do me YouTube activity follow up and the
Okay.
commentary. Of course, this not Albert. When you see Salone Lens TV,
Now
almost say
the channel.
Oh, okay,
yes.
me brother. Okay. All right. Okay, me brother. Well, me brother, you see, that's what I love. I make I love you, man. You know, this is my own brother, Sir Albert. I respect you so much, me brother. You
When
you contribute. You know?
me, I wish I love me.
Me brother, the same reality. One Christmas, me then a McKinney. Where angry ki don't catch me the waka. Where angry ki don't catch the Christmas and McKinney. Where the waka, you know what they say?
Very interesting.
It say the Christmas they say obupio tei. Obupio tei. All that obupio tei. That means to say it smell, it rotting. It smell, it rotting. And as I know exactly in a prophesy about.
As I be that Christmas in the talk, Mr. Sabia.
Obupio tei.
You know, a very serious last. Sierra Leone needs the people of Sierra Leone. We need for begin change some of the beliefs. We get too many limiting beliefs. But God we go through them one by one. But what you mean is say, all the forces will be on weak until therefore be prepared for change.
If we want them, we have to take
They will change. They will change. They will change. Change is inevitable. And change don't mean say that they can't kill you or then put you in a prison. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Change means say that you even believe that energy will be the operate on, you change up to something else.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Yeah, I agree.
Me concern, we're not got no business for continuing with this game of revenge. It should stop at some point.
And Sierra Leoneans they get for say this to themselves before they go. The last word now. This life we they live. More time man, you get for stand for something. You get for get belief in something. And you get for be convicted in something, prepared to fight for it and die for it. Prepare to fight and die for what you believe in. Because if you not prepare for fight and die for what you believe in, the other way you go die for nothing. So before you die for nothing, you die ifa. Before then they die fighting for what you believe in. Even when you do biology, then they talk about fight or flight. When you get danger, you get two choices. You either confront the problem, you take your chance, or you run. We have to decide.
Well, the Salome always they take the flight move. I make up overseas.
Everybody go, bye bye. Okay.
Babu level, now thank you, now good night.
We pledge love and loyalty to we country Salone. My how we there, my how we born. We sweet Salone.
A critical awakening in Sierra Leone. The unintended lessons of Julius Maada Bio's presidency. When Julius Maada Bio became president in 2018, he promised a new direction, focused on education, justice, unity, and inclusive development. His eloquent speeches inspired hope in a nation hungry for change. However, as his presidency has unfolded, a different story has emerged, marked not by fulfilled promises, but by deepening economic hardship, growing insecurity, and widespread public disillusionment. One of the most alarming developments under Bio's leadership is the rise of Sierra Leone as a hub for drug trafficking, particularly the spread of Kush, a dangerous synthetic drug. This substance is destroying lives, especially among the youth, and has overwhelmed families and communities. Allegations of official complicity and ineffective law enforcement have led many to describe Sierra Leone as evolving into a narco state, where criminal networks thrive alongside weakened state institutions. Economically, Sierra Leone is trapped in stagflation, a combination of high inflation and low economic growth. Prices for essentials such as food, fuel, and transportation have soared, while wages remain stagnant and youth unemployment continues to climb. The government's reliance on donor funding and external loans has not translated into local economic empowerment or job creation. Many citizens are now forced to make painful choices just to survive, eroding trust in state leadership and exposing the limits of government policies. Public services have also deteriorated. The much publicized free quality education program suffers from overcrowded classrooms, unpaid teachers, and inadequate resources. The gap between the government's promises and the lived reality of the population has grown ever wider. Despite this grim outlook, a new form of awareness is emerging. Across the country, especially among the youth and professionals, there is a growing sense of political consciousness and civic engagement. Citizens are becoming more vocal, organizing protests and demanding accountability from leaders. The protests in 2022, though marred by violence, reflected a collective demand for dignity, justice, and meaningful governance. In this context, President Bio's greatest legacy may be the unintended political awakening of the people. His administration's failures have taught Sierra Leoneans to think critically about leadership and governance. They are learning that true development must be people-driven and grounded in action, not rhetoric. This rising consciousness may yet become the foundation for a more accountable and citizen-led future for Sierra Leone.
What happens when truth becomes a tool, not a right? In Sierra Leone, confusion isn't just chaos. It's strategy. When leaders deny what you live, gaslight your reality, and rewrite the past, who really holds the power? Tonight on Truth Unmasked, we expose the tactics, we name the games, we decode the lies. Don't just believe what they tell you. Ask why they want you.